Real hackers use GitHub and they use built-in programs in Kali Linux, but what makes them different from script kiddies is that they have a process of how hacking is done and they know exactly what they are doing. Disclaimer, everything in this video is for educational purposes only. 90% of best hackers use this step-by-step process. First step, information gathering. While it is possible to do it automatically with scripts like nmap, spiderfoot, etc., it is actually best to just look at your target, open the website, scroll through it, and look for entrances. Try to find as many inputs as you can, like login, sign up, filter, contact forms, file uploads, and especially search. Search is always first thing to test. Try to check for XSS, which is a vulnerability that is very common and could give you a full access if used correctly. Login has a huge potential to have vulnerability to SQL injection, which is easily checked with SQLmap. Second step, scanning. Now this step depends on how good you did the first step. That means the first step should take 90% of your time, and scanning is just done to find more precise information. This is mostly done automatically with nmap, wofwoof, WP-scan, SQLmap, dirb, and so on, but it is always better to understand how the server is working. So the best option to learn is actually a program named Burp Suite, which is used manually to check how exactly does the server respond to your inputs. Burp Suite can check for a bunch of vulnerabilities like XSS, SQL injection, file traversal. It can also do brute force and much more. Third step, confirm the vulnerability. After you found possible exploits, it would be best to check if they are really working and is the problem real or it is false alarm. If you have a pre-mission to find vulnerabilities on that website, okay, try and confirm the vulnerability. If you don't, then just report the vulnerability you stumbled upon and let them deal with it. This step-by-step sounds really easy, doesn't it? But once you really try to this process, it could actually take days and most possibly weeks to actually find one single vulnerability. Why? Because some vulnerabilities are very easy to find, like one simple nmap scan, which shows you SSH version 1.0 instantly tells you that that version is really old and is 100% guaranteed full of vulnerabilities. But if there are just ports 80 and 443, which are newest versions, you will have a bunch of work to do to find a single vulnerability, look deeper, and think outside of the box. Okay, so let's try our little guide on one simple example. Let's say there is a website that sells fruits and juices. First thing we do is we check for as much information we can find. We can see there is search, account, customer feedback, and search for languages. As we found the search input, it would be best to now simply open Burp Suite and start testing for any weird responses from server. Click on Proxy, then open Browser and find your target. Click on Intercept on and search anything. That will show us our request, which we can now manipulate, right-click it, and send it to Intruder. Here is our search parameter, which we are testing. Make a simple variable for it. Now download any access payload list from GitHub, load it to Intruder, and start the attack. Now we can easily see that response length is very different for different inputs, which means only one thing. We found it, let's test it, copy the payload and go to the website. Paste it into the search and here it is. We found XSS vulnerability. Leave a comment how you liked this video. Thank you for watching.